All right, we got a request for Solana. So good request there. I like doing things that we haven't done in a while. So let's look at that. Solana looking pretty great on the 4 hour especially. Nice move up, and you got this healthy move up, I would say, right? You have the move up, consolidation, another move up, consolidation, another move up, consolidation, right? That's exactly how you want to see a move up, and not that, right? Not a 4 hour candle with a 300% 4 hour candle, right? That's not healthy. This is better, right? And now we're looking at a pretty textbook bull flag here, right? So you want to always look at that and then look at the closing prices. Does it still hold up? Yes, but um, we got to bounce here, right? It's either here or the flag falls apart, right? You can see this, right? You don't want to be going back below, putting in a lower low here, right? So it's kind of bounce or the flag falls apart under 22 especially, right? If we come down under here, right, I'd probably kiss the flag goodbye. But certainly looking better than a lot of alts right now. So let's put it back on the candles. So I would even start to hesitate if we go. Even like a few pennies lower here, right? Maybe a bounce off of the 50 EMA at worst case, but you don't want to close any candles really below 2270. So keep that in mind on the 4 hour. Love to see a bounce here. Obviously, a lot of alts are going to depend on what Bitcoin's going to do. Bitcoin, looking bullish this morning, but, fills it off a little bit. I'll do kind of an overview on that and, after this video. But, I had this request and want to get this taken care of. So this is the 4 hour. All moving averages moving up. You're okay here, right? We're still looking good and healthy, but we got to do it soon. In the next, sometime today. Right, sometime today you should have your answer if this flag is going to play out or not. So that's, the good news is you don't have to wait too long. Let's zoom out to the daily. Still looking pretty good here. A move back to kind of this EMA 8, maybe with a wick. That would kind of rhyme with that kind of wick down to this 50 EMA, right? 2220. Let's see what the number is on the EMA 8. And it's kind of right in that area, right? And also the 200-day is right there, right? So should not really be flirting with that to get at least a textbook flag breakout on the 4 hour. We could still maybe do that on the daily, but ideally we'd want to see that play out sooner than later in the next 48 hours, maybe 12. Okay, so keep that in mind. Daily still looks good, back above the 200. Definitely do not want to close back below that, 2180-ish or so. This downtrend is over for, by definition, right? We just made, higher low and, establish our new high, higher low, higher high, and I would imagine a higher low as well. So this is over now. And if you zoom out, right, you say, well, what about the bigger picture? You should always look at the bigger picture. You could argue that, look at the lows back here, right? This is the daily chart, which will make more sense on like a 3-day or something, but look at the lows here, right? This is pretty solid trend line. You don't want that to be breaking for sure, no matter when we hit it, right? Multiple touch points for 10 months now, right? Pretty strong trend line to the upside, right? Higher lows since, we're, over approaching a year, right? Since late 2022, since our bottoms. Look at the. This is just boiling, right? This is on a boil, right? Think of whatever you boil in water, right? It's on the low rolling boil. You're going to get your boil over at some point, right? Very likely. And if you look at this on the daily picture, right? I don't know when this is going to happen, but I would say Solana is on when this happens, we're probably going to be on a pretty epic breakout. Solana can explode. But we could be talking about this. We could be at the same prices in January, right? We could still kind of be in this pattern until we're not, right? So we're looking to really break above 27, 28 range. If we clear this high wick, which is 32, it's pretty tall. But I'd say when that happens, look at the zoom out here, right? This is the move, right? If this breaks out, it's likely going to pull, something that we haven't seen in a while, right? Let's go back and, or, early time Solana, right? These moves, they can just pick up and go, right? And then just always keep in mind, like, look at the daily chart, right? The solid moves hold the EMA 21 on the throwbacks, right? The EMA 21, the 14, the 8, right? No matter what asset you're looking at, that's how it goes, right? So that's the kind of the daily overview here. Let's zoom out to the 3-day, see if that still holds true. Looking good. Fast forward. I mean, look at the move on even the 3-day. It's the same trend line with still multiple touch points on the breakout. It's still the same breakout. That's going to be big. Maybe you wait till the 200, right? The 200 is at 31. It kind of clear out all of this, noise up here, and it'd be kind of a definitive breakout, in my opinion, if we take over the 200 EMA on the 3-day chart or the 600-day, right? This is the 600-day EMA. So that's, 31 and change and going down. So we might very well be at our breakout. The 200 might be around $28, $29. So watch for that, pay attention. But also note here, right? Rejection off of the 100, the blue line, right? Look at where we just rejected 2 days ago on that candle, right? That 3-day closed right under the 100 EMA as well. So if we get some price action closing above that, how long has it been since we've closed the green bullish candle above that? Well, you got to go back a ways, right? Back when really our first bear market bounce, right? That was just our only bear market bounce, really, right before the abysmal truth to hell. So that's what we're looking at, right? So take that, put a couple 3-day candles on top of it, and you could really probably gain some momentum. That would be pretty epic, right? Something not done in 18 months. You probably want to jot that down. Okay, so let's zoom out to the weekly. Do we have anything we can look at here? Not really. Really, only one touch point off the 50-week, right? Not a major level. But we do have a major resistance zone here. That's very obvious, right? Hopefully you see this before I'm going to paint it on here, right? I mean, there's the zone. Previous support, breakdown massively, resistance for all of eternity. And when this breaks, again, $32, $31, Solana's good to go, right? Green light for Solana if we're back in the low 30s. Absolutely. Don't let anyone tell you different, right? This is money right here. This breaks out, it can go hard, right? It fell down that hard, it can go up that hard, especially said alt season is around, say February. It's, alt season and alts are popping off. I would bet dollars to donuts Solana's right on that train and picking up in a hurry. So there's Solana wrapped up from the 4-hour all the way to the weekly. Hopefully you found that helpful. I think good things are in store, right? A lot of people kind of wrote off Solana. I mean, structurally, it's looking like it's fighting his way through the crowd, and you're going to pay attention to him again, whether you like it or not.